Well, hey guys, how you doing tonight? This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, and we are back with another painting video after a bit of another break. I've just been so busy with school and trying to get grades done and get kids ready for a spring concert, and it has just been very time consuming. And I just have not had time to paint, and that is not sitting well. So I was organizing my canvases, and I found this 16 by 40 in the back of my closet. And I thought, you know what? I don't have a mostly monochromatic, Harvest Moon piece. So I figured this is my last 16 by 40. So let's revisit that and do something that's a bit on the monochromatic side with a touch of some gold. So I have taken the liberty of flooding my canvas with the, it's a 50-50 mix of the Artist Loft Soft Body Black and the Liquitex Mars Black, because that's all I had, and I didn't want to use all of the Artist Loft because of, it tends to eat the composition. So figured, you know what, let's do 50-50 and see what we have. So as far as a composition goes, what I want to do is, have most everything happen in the dead center or as close to dead center as possible. And then curving out towards this corner, Okay, so something like a very, very, shallow S, I guess, if that makes sense. So, first color I'm going to put down, this is Pearl White by Deco Art Dazzling Metallics. And this is just really just to, kind of give me a roadmap and go from there. Okay. So how do I want to do this? You know what? We are going to, because I am paranoid, I have a ruler. So just to kind of give me a very rough idea of where center is, okay? All right, so that gives me enough. I can still see the vertical line that it made, just to give me an idea of where the paint needs to go. So I am going to, we'll start actually we'll curve down this way. And then we'll curve down that way. All right. So it's not 100% symmetrical, and I'm really okay with that. So we're just going to try and even out some of these lines. Yeah, I feel like grossly out of practice. So we'll see how this goes. Just for some texture, this is Black Pearl, also by Deco Art Dazzling Metallics. And this will, as you can see, this is more of like a pewter. But I just wanted to provide some contrast. All right, next, just for fun, because I wanted to use it up, this is Interference Orange by Golden. And the actual gold that I'm using has you know, some orange undertones to it. So I thought this would be kind of cool. And I'm going to embellish with a gold leaf moon. All right, so next, this is Platinum by Folk Art Treasure Gold, which I love this series. I just wish that they weren't so expensive, because they are. You know, $15 for what, 4 ounces? All right. Next, we have Xanadu Gold by Chroma. All right, which is a little more subdued than your 24K. But I thought that would play nicely with the interference orange. All right, and last, just because I wanted to end with something dark but still be somewhat contrasting, Payne's Gray by Liquitex. And we'll come back and thicken this a little bit. All right, very good. So let's give this a torch. And we'll see if we can't make something. Can't see if we can't make something nice happen. And there is a hair in my paint. All right, so we are torched. All right, divide and conquer. Just doing some precision sculpting. Wow, this looks really, really amazing. The blowout went pretty well. A lot of air bubbles. Yeah, there are just a couple spots I'm going to touch up. All right, like I'm going to see if right in here I can't clean that up a little bit. But you know, overall, you guys, this looks really, really great. I love the interference orange. I love that, and you'll see when I bring you in, the Payne's gray sitting on top of the lighter colors just looks amazing. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We have my trusty straw. I'm just going to have a little go at this section right here. And then I am going to clean up my edges, and then I will bring you in because I would love for you to see what this looks like. So I'll meet you down here in just a couple minutes. All right, guys, I'm excited for you to see this. So again, pardon the glare as always, but look at how the Payne's gray lays on top of the black. Now, this is, you know, giving me a whole lot of lacing, which I'm kind of into. You see, I blew that out just a little bit. You know, I didn't do the best job on this part, but oh well. I love the lacing, all right? Look at those cells right there. That's awesome. And you can see, like right in here, the interference orange, okay? And how that plays so nicely against the Xanadu gold. You know, I love this little stretch right here. So you can see, like even in these cells right here, hopefully the painting gods are on my side tonight and this dries really, really well, because I would be crestfallen if it did not. So fingers crossed, you guys, and we shall see what this looks like in a day or so. All right, guys, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch. As always, you know, I appreciate it so, so much. You know, if you're new to my channel and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe and hitting that thumbs up. You can also hit that bell icon to be notified of when I upload new content. Typically around once a week. I'm going to really try and get back into that particular habit. You know, by all means, please feel free to leave a comment. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. You know, this work, when it's finished, and all of my other work is available for purchase. You can find my other work on my website, www.bearsdenacrylicart.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram under Bears Den Acrylic Art, and you can find and like me there if you are so inclined. You can also email me directly at bear@bearsdenacrylicart.com if you have any questions or are interested in a commission piece. So once again, guys, thank you so much. Again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. So let's see what this looks like when it's dry, and you know, fingers crossed. So I'll see you back next time, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye. All right, guys, here are the dried results, and oh my goodness, did this ever dry beautifully. Everything looks amazing. I took the liberty of outlining the blowout with my silver extra fine point Posca. And, you know, I mean, just you can see the interference orange and how it goes so nicely with the chroma Xanadu gold. It's just absolutely gorgeous. You know, I love these little cells on the corner. I love that there is still some lacing throughout, okay? And this, you know, once it's ready to be varnished, is just going to look sensational. I mean, just look at the texture right there. It just looks so good. And, you know, I was on the fence, or I mean, I had initially planned on doing a gold leaf embellishment, but I think it will look better with a silver leaf embellishment. So I am going to be doing one giant moon, like right in the center. So stay tuned so you can see what this looks like after all is said and done. So I'm just going to go in with my compass and some white charcoal, and I'm going to draw the circle. And then I am going to go in with an adhesive pen and, just kind of, get the outline against the, against the blowout. And then with a brush, I'll fill in the rest of the circle with the adhesive, and then I will apply the silver leaf, and bibbidi bobbidi boop, it will all be ready. So let's check back in a little bit, and we'll see what the finished product looks like. All right, guys, final results with the silver leafing done, which I think looks pretty darn good. I'm glad that I outlined it in the silver, because even just that slight outline does give it a little bit of separation. I just love this so much. So when it is ready to varnish, I am going to seal in actually, you don't really, if it's imitation silver leaf, it's actually aluminum. So you don't have to worry about sealing that, because it won't tarnish from the, whatever gloss varnish or whatever you put on it. But if it were imitation gold leaf or imitation copper leaf, you absolutely must seal it before applying varnish, because it will distort the color, and not in a good way. I know that from personal experience. So all in all, my friends, I think this looks pretty darn good, and I am happy that I found this in the back of my canvas closet, and I consider this to be a wild success. Yay!